Hello everybody, and welcome back to Your Turn to Die, Death Game by Majority. My name's Owen. When we left off last time, we had just done the preliminary vote of this round. And if I remember right, I think the vote ended up with Keiji, Kana, Neo, and So as the four nominated. We'd voted for Kyutaro, but we were the only one to vote for Kyutaro, which was interesting because it seemed like Keiji was pushing for Kyutaro quite a bit. So that's kind of interesting that he didn't vote. Could he have voted for himself, maybe? I'm not sure. No, I don't think he would have voted for himself because Neo was pretty suspicious of him. So anyway, let's kind of get straight into it. I think when we left off, we were basically saying, like, only a few people had enough money to do trades, right? So, I guess let's just get everybody's statement.
There were 4 trades in total. That ain't that many.
By the way, I've been a commoner the whole way, Woof. Didn't get traded with even once, meow.
Trading cards required 50 tokens, so only so many people could make trades.
Okay, interesting. So let's extract everybody.
Honestly, it's all a mess in my head. Glad we got given more time to sort it out.
Okay, did that change your statement at all? No.
My heart was pounding, wondering when I'd get past a bad card, meow. But my roll didn't change up to the very end, Woof. I made it through all 5 trades, meow.
Okay. You made it through all 5 trades. Were there 5 trades? Because we were part of 2 of them. Was there an additional 3? How many did you say there were? 4 trades. Okay, so that's a conflict. But before we do that, I want to get the rest of your statement.
The token ranking said Kyutaro in first and Gin in last, if I heard right. Me, you, and Neo were near the bottom, right? I don't think we had enough tokens to trade cards.
Okay, interesting. So these 2 obviously conflict. Okay.
Muscle Gorilla, that's wrong, meow.
What?
There were 5 trades, Woof.
5?
Oh, were you passed out for one of them, probably? Oh, the last one, right? Which is why you were confused, because you thought that we were the Keymaster? No, Sacrifice.
Wait, by my memory, there were 3 trades. Then I heard there was one just before the main game.
Ah, I get it. You misunderstood, Kyutaro. There were 2 trades while you were out.
What? That don't make no sense.
That's our line, meow.
Sorry, but nobody's given me an explanation.
Ah, well, that's on us.
Hey, Kyutaro, when was it that you passed Sarah the sacrifice card? Actually, did you have the sacrifice card from the start? Nah, that ain't it. The first card I had was a commoner.
I get it. That tells me most of the trades.
What? I don't have a clue, Woof. Why's that, meow?
Because your friendly neighborhood policeman. I keep saying neighborhood, because your friendly policeman made the first trade.
For real? Who'd you trade what?
I gave Sarah the Keymaster.
Huh?
Then what card did Sarah start with?
I have no reason to lie, but yeah, I was a commoner. At first, I was a commoner.
You traded Keymaster for a commoner, meow?
And I deepened our trust by doing it. Let's do a little sort out. In the first trade, I passed the Keymaster into Sarah's hands. In the second trade, what got traded? Sarah's commoner and someone's sacrifice, right, because Kyutaro had to give us that, right? So someone's sacrificing Kyutaro's commoner. Exactly. Someone's sacrifice was swapped with Kyutaro's commoner. And in the third trade, Sarah's Keymaster and Kyutaro's sacrifice were swapped.
Yup, that's what it'd mean.
Muscle Gorilla, tell us everything you can remember, meow.
we're gonna have you tell us all the details of the third trade.
Ugh.
At the time of the third trade, I was searching the first floor alone, meow. So I want to know the situation, woof.
The third trade happened while everyone was sharing the laptop.
These trades, I'd better keep them sorted out in my head too. Okay. Oh, you can now sort out the details of the trades. Okay, let's get this straight. The top row of this table is what cards everyone had to start with. Got it. Those further to the right had more tokens to spend, in broad strokes at least. The next row is what cards everybody had after the first trade. Okay. Below that is after the second trade, after the third trade, and so on and so forth. The bottom row is after the fifth trade, in other words, the rolls they ended up with. Of course, this is all guesswork. I'll rework if new information comes up. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so we knew what we had the whole time. Interesting. And there were, yeah, okay. Okay, interesting. Just thinking and seeing if anything pops out at me for, like, something we could figure out. It's interesting that Alice is here but grayed out, considering Kai and Joe aren't. Why would that be interesting? Okay. That's kind of weird. But let's get everybody's statements. Okay, nothing? Okay, yep. And then you said this. Right, okay, cool. Kyutaro, you gotta give me something. Kyutaro, why aren't you talking? Okay. Right, okay.
I was off doing all this stuff by myself, woof. I wanted to see the laptop, meow.
What stuff did you do exactly?
It's not relevant right now, meow. I mean, woof.
Okay.
I was worried because you were acting strange, Sarah. To think you'd been traded the sacrifice. Damn, Kyutaro, you gonna make that trade on the spot and then act all innocent?
Huh? Something strange here. Right, that trade couldn't have happened, right? Because wasn't Kyutaro already unconscious by that point? Also, did your statement change again? Searching the first floor alone. Kyutaro was with us, yet traded his sacrifice. How dare he? Oh, you reacted. Okay, I saw that. Cool. Bang. I love that animation. Why won't you deny it, Kyutaro?
What?
I mean, you need a ring-up box to trade. If he used one on the spot, shouldn't we have seen him do it? What could he be hiding? Alright, clicking time. I only have half a mouse pad because my cat is sitting on the other half. Oh, this is getting tricky. Is that enough? I think so. Nice. Be as silent as you want. It's no use. Spit it all out, Kyutaro.
I meant to cooperate with Sarah, with everyone. But I got used for convenience. I'm pathetic. A pathetic adult. The third trade. My sacrifice being sent to Sarah. It wasn't me. It was So's doing. What?
I don't know what you're talking about.
So knew. He knew I had the sacrifice.
What?
When everyone was sharing the laptop, So wasn't going to use the toilet. He went to use a ring-up box to trade my sacrifice at Sarah's Keymaster.
I don't know a thing about that.
Wait a second. He chose 2 other people and made them trade? You can do that?
It must be possible. Okay. So I'm trying to remember the timeline, right? Because when we found Kyutaro passed out, I believe we were all sharing the laptop before that. But when we found him passed out, he had a broken tablet next to him. So was it broken to hide the fact that it belonged to So? and that So actually had Kyutaro's little, like, not laptop, but tablet thing, that might be what happened. So you can say that with confidence. So isn't it about time you confess? Tell us your real reason for sharing the laptop. Such a deeply suspicious individual, Keiji. Okay, it's this. The discussion is stuck in equilibrium, failing to come to an agreement. How about I hear the truth from your mouth? About what? Between the statements these two give, I should either affirm correct ones or deny incorrect ones. Okay. Kyutaro couldn't do the third trade. I was on the toilet, so I couldn't either. Kyutaro could not, that is true. Exactly, because he was with us. The question is, how did you know the sacrifice? Just rolling on ahead with this assumption that I knew, huh? Did he learn about Kyutaro's sacrifice via hacking? Couldn't I just take a peek to do that? I mean, you could. Did he learn about Kyutaro's sacrifice via hacking? Wasn't someone always with him while he was hacking? Like either Kana or us? I think you could just take a peek to do it, right? Yeah. Precisely, you saw it directly. Kyutaro's intent was to negotiate with So. And as a condition for his trade, he showed So his sacrifice card. It's natural to think that. Such an active imagination, Miss Sarah. How about you consider using that imagination? How about you use that imagination to consider what negotiation was like? Kyutaro started to negotiate outside So's bedroom door. Huh? Were you watching or what? Started to negotiate outside So's bedroom door. Maybe? Because are you kind of saying that's like what you did with us? Were you watching or what? That's not really something that we can confirm or deny. Right? Oh, because you were outside our door. Maybe that's what you're saying, right? Like he could have seen it when he was negotiating with us? But there's no reason to believe it had to have been that timeline, right? So Kyutaro started to negotiate outside So's bedroom door. Were you watching? Let's affirm, were you watching? Exactly, we watched you do it, did we? Are you talking about some fake video again? Find some more solid evidence, Miss Sarah. Okay, yeah, that didn't work. That's fair. My cat is also biting my finger. This is wonderful. Were you watching? I mean, Keiji was also with us a good chunk of the time, so maybe we could deny that we were watching. Maybe that's what it is? Of course I wasn't watching, right? Then it's all an accusation. Give me a break. Okay, interesting. So Kyutaro started to negotiate outside So's bedroom door. Yes, even So already recognized that fact. That's right. How did So react to Kyutaro's proposition? Okay. He must have let him in the room quickly and struck the deal. I'm not brave enough to let Kyutaro in. He must have let him in. So the fact that he's saying, like, he must have, right? Makes me feel like I cannot affirm this statement. Because it's clearly a guess. I'm not brave enough to let Kyutaro in. I don't think so. Haven't you dealt with Kyutaro like several times already? Oh, also, did you have the stun gun? No, you were brave. Nah, I was trembling like a puppy. Miss Sarah, don't lump strangers in with weirdly powerful high school girls like yourself. What do you mean weirdly powerful? Okay, interesting. Okay, so Kyutaro couldn't do the third trade, correct? He was with us. Okay. Did he learn via hacking? Couldn't he just peek? He could peek. Okay. Gyutaro started to negotiate outside So's bedroom door. That's a firm. Okay. Must have let him in the room quickly and struck the deal. I'm not brave enough to do that. Maybe deny here? No, I'm sure So was on guard. Right, okay, fair. Gyutaro had taken the laptop from him once before, so wouldn't let him in the room with no questions asked. Then did they make the deal through the door? How amusing. I just thought of a way. Gyutaro slipped the tablet under the door. Wouldn't he consider I might betray him? Maybe he felt like he had no choice? Gyutaro slipped the tablet under the door. Is that even possible? Is there a big enough gap under the door? I mean, they're not soundproofed or anything, because we could hear people through the door. Wouldn't he consider I might betray him? How would you do that, though? Like, the best you could do is take his tablet, but, like, he doesn't want that role anyway, so I don't think so. No, he wasn't considering it. Gyutaro must be pretty sure, huh? He has the eyes of a young boy. Hey, can you be serious here? Okay, fair. Wouldn't maybe he would consider it. Of course he must have considered betrayal. Then he wouldn't risk it, would he? Fuck, okay. Interesting. Gyutaro slipped the tablet under the door. I mean, So's not denying that, so maybe that's a firm? That's what Gyutaro did to propose his deal. So must have been fairly wary of Gyutaro, who could best him using force. So Gyutaro informed him that he was the sacrifice in advance. Not vocally, but by showing him his tablet. Interesting. So, you had yet another objective on top of tokens and the Sarah folder. To control the sacrifice as you wanted. You got it. After the second trade, me and Kana were working on the escape plan. Then I heard Gyutaro through the door. "Wanna make a deal?" he said. I didn't care to listen, but he slid his tablet under the door. And there I saw it. Sacrifice. How brave of him to go as far as offering up info just so I'd share the laptop. What do you know? Sarah, you saw that first floor security footage, right? Well, it's the truth. I haven't discussed my first trial, have I? It was one absurd trial, I tell you. They told me, set up the props used for the death game. Then it's true? You set up the cards? Yeah. Of course, I didn't know what they meant yet. Once I found out, I knew Kai's fate was set. It's like I killed him. Kai took the sage card I placed at random. That's why I at least wanted to get Kai's laptop back, one more time. Such an emotional story. So that's what drove you to give me a whole 100 tokens. 100 tokens, meow? No shit, that's enough for 2 trades. But you left yourself enough for just 1 trade. How cunning. Pretending to risk your life, but not forgetting to protect yourself. What a dirty adult you are. Say again. All told, you left yourself an escape route. If you were in a pickle, you could pass the sacrifice away from yourself. That's why I decided to act first and send the sacrifice card to someone else. To Miss Sarah, always thinking of her allies. Is that the truth of the third trade? I was hopeful it might make you tear off your sheep's clothing. Why does he do all this to me? But you went above and beyond my expectations. Huh? The fourth trade was you, wasn't it, Miss Sarah?
What are you talking about?
I mean, the sacrifice is what killed Joe, yes? I didn't do any trade. Your guess is off the mark there. I didn't do any trades. In fact, I couldn't because I didn't have the tokens. That's a poor excuse.
Quiet, loner. I was with Big Sis Sarah for the fourth trade. Woof. So was I. Sarah didn't do any trade then.
Well then, it must have been an ally who did it for you. Keiji, you took the sacrifice from Miss Sarah, didn't you?
What? What's the meaning of this?
It's really very simple. I love this picture. That's such a good picture. The two of them were accomplices. Miss Sarah and Keiji formed a terrifying plan involving the sacrifice. To achieve victory in the main game by way of said sacrifice, they schemed to escape by working together and having Keiji win the vote. I suspect the fifth trade that followed was Miss Sarah and Keiji making a bluff. They just picked two random commoners to have trade.
Then the sacrifice is Keiji?
That's all a wild fabrication. I mean, the sacrifice I had was taken away by the fifth trade. So spouting nonsense to lead everyone by the nose. If my reasoning is correct, Keiji is the sacrifice, and the sage is Miss Neo, perhaps?
I'm the sage?
Yep, so it may well be fine to have Miss Neo die this time.
Well, wait a second. At the start, you said you were the sacrifice.
Yep, that was a lie. I'm a commoner.
No way. Then wouldn't you be in the same boat as me?
Huh, I see. Guess choosing anybody but Keiji is the same is the same in the end. Then let's vote for Kana, since she's the least valuable.
So?
Enough. It's been a long time since I've hated somebody this much. Here's a friendly little police report. I long since used up all my tokens. Ha, and you want me to just believe that? So, you're just dying to say I ended up being the sacrifice, aren't you? Unfortunately, I'm the Keymaster. Huh? What are you saying? The Keymaster is Kyutaro, though.
Looks like we got him good.
What?
My real role is Sage.
Kyutaro's the sage? Ridiculous. That's impossible.
It's impossible. It's possible, all right. And as the Sage, I'm making an announcement. Keiji is without a doubt the Keymaster.
Interesting. What? What the fuck? It can't be true. That's all. You were right. You were on the right track to think accomplices. But it wasn't Sarah and I that teamed up. It was Kyutaro. Let's tell the truth of the fourth trade, shall we? The trade between Mr. Policeman and Kyutaro.
First, when So betrayed me with the sacrifice, I went stomping around in a rage.
When I heard what happened, I proposed to Kyutaro that we team up.
And so, in the fourth trade, Keiji got Kyutaro's card. Keiji and Kyutaro's cards got traded.
That fourth trade sure ended up pushing the loner, meow.
Hold on. Kyutaro, weren't you passed during the fourth trade? Weren't you passed out during the fourth trade? That's a good point. But I mean, he doesn't have to be awake if Keiji initiated it. Let's extract everybody. Okay, you're right. That said, when I first spotted him, I was just pacified. I just pacified him since he was pissed. But I ended up talking with Kyutaro, and we thought things over. In the fourth trade, I traded my card with Kyutaro's Keymaster. But actually, I went and did the trade myself while Kyutaro was passed out. Seems Kyutaro figured it out during the main game, and was able to put the story together. It's all owed to the power of that card, even my noticing of Kyutaro's Keymaster. Interesting, okay.
Seeing you act funny, Sarah, I was convinced the sacrifice had been moved to you. I wouldn't let it stand. I decided to knock him down and take my tokens back. Keiji noticed me then and came to talk. He persuaded me to give it up. Didn't know what So was thinking after all. And so I trusted Keiji and had him take custody of all my remaining tokens.
Oh, all of them? Wait, so hold on. What is your statement now? Even my noticing Kyutaro's Keymaster, I handed Keiji all my tokens. Interesting. Okay. I mean, Keiji could do the trade himself, but... Is he panicking? He hasn't worked out his logic. Interesting. Did that change? No.
I'm sure Mr. Policeman was burning with the desire to see justice carried out. Meow. He used a whole 50 tokens to trade cards with Muscle Gorilla just to defeat the loner. Woof. Huh? Before Mr. Policeman said he didn't have any tokens at the fourth trade. Meow. Then he couldn't have traded. Woof.
That's fair. Interesting. Unless that was just a deception to trick So, right?
Yeah, I'm getting confused.
Yeah, me too. Okay, interesting. Okay, so what is everybody's statement now? In the fourth trade, Keiji and Kyutaro's cards got traded. And he gave him his remaining, which was only 50, so it's enough for one trade. So this is possible. Mr. Policeman didn't have tokens, so he couldn't do the fourth trade. But he's saying he gave... Okay, so these conflict then, right? Store statement. Apply.
You gave him all your tokens, Meow?
Sure did. And seems like that landed outside So's ballpark.
Shut up! Running out of leeway here, are we? I've still got doubts. I can't be convinced with just that. After all, Keiji, why were you able to know about Kyutaro having the Keymaster? Isn't the only way to do that with the Sage's power of clairvoyance? Huh, so you still don't know. Okie dokie, let's resume that discussion. Okay, you're able to extract it. Oh, excuse me. Oh god, I'm tired. We were able to extract a new statement from So. I just have to keep going. Okay, so what is this? Seeing through who the Keymaster is isn't the only way to do that during the main game with the Sages. No, I mean, that's not true. You saw Kyutaro's tablet earlier, didn't you? Power of that card. Even my noticing of Kyutaro's Keymaster. Oh, so you're saying... So, Keiji's saying he knew that Kyutaro had Keymaster. But So is saying, isn't that the only way to do that during the main game? Can we extract this further? No, okay. So do these conflict now? Apply. The power of that card? You don't mean... Yeah, the Sage's clairvoyance, of course. The Sage could use clairvoyance even outside the main game? That's what the tablets are for. You intentionally didn't mention it. Unraveled all the mysteries now. This should prove it. Mr. Policeman used their clairvoyance to see Kyutaro's Keymaster. Then I made the fourth trade to swap Kyutaro's Keymaster and my Sage. And now, There isn't even a need to discuss the 5th trade anymore. Convinced of your victory earlier, you confessed. I'm a commoner. Any other questions? No, there's something odd about Keiichi's story. It'll become clear if I look back at the trades so far. The card I had at first was Commoner, Keiichi's was the Keymaster. And in the first trade, the Keymaster was sent to me and my Commoner to Keiichi. Next, the second trade. The sacrifice went to Kyutaro and his Commoner went to someone else. Next, the third trade. So initiated a trade that sent me the sacrifice and Kyutaro the Keymaster. And the fourth trade. Oh yeah, where did he get the sage from? The Keymaster went to Keiichi and sage to Kyutaro. So where'd the sage come from? The part that's strange is the sage card. The sage is out of place. Keiichi should have been a commoner the whole time. Right. So why did Keiichi have the sage at the time of the fourth trade? It must mean Keiichi's first card wasn't Keymaster. Keiichi's card wasn't Keymaster. It was, though, because it was sent to us. But also, maybe it wasn't, because we learned that you can trade other people's? So, right, because if we can trade other people's cards, so it wasn't, Keiichi didn't trade us the Keymaster. He would have traded someone else, because as the sage, he would know who the Keymaster was. Right. Okay, Keiichi's card. Keiichi's first card being the Keymaster. That was a lie. Keiichi had the sage from the beginning. And so his clairvoyance let him see who had the Keymaster from the beginning too. Which is why in the first trade, he could make me and the person with the Keymaster trade. But if he did that, hasn't he been lying to me this whole time? That's true. Are you really gonna vote for So? Neo? Something's not right. We should discuss this a little more. Don't be stupid. You're a candidate, Neo. If the discussion leads to you getting picked. I'm afraid too, but I just get a weird feeling. Are we sure So is really a commoner? And that Keiichi is the Keymaster? Neo. Something is odd. So Keiichi then would know who had the Keymaster originally, but so would the person who had the Keymaster originally. So maybe that's Neo? And that's why she thinks something's weird? You're exactly right. There are still mysteries remaining. In the fifth trade, why did someone trade for the sacrifice I had? And the other party was a commoner, right? What would make someone do that? This isn't a problem we can ignore. Yeah, Meow. This fifth trade, we should talk about it some, woof.
If by any chance we pick the sacrifice, we're done for, you know?
We shouldn't need any more discussion. Keiichi? Digging up old conclusions is just gonna make us look more lost. It's your turn to die, so that's how this will end. No. We can't do that, Keiichi. As long as we have time, we should seek the truth. All right.
Let's do it. We'll discuss the 4 roles of the 4 who were in the initial vote.
There's someone who moved Sarah's sacrifice card via the fifth trade.
Keiichi's the Keymaster, so Kana or Neo should be the sacrifice, right?
Is the loner really a commoner, Meow? Should we believe that, Woof?
So right, So was convinced the whole time that Sarah traded away the sacrifice.
In other words, Kana or Neo, which of them would have the sacrifice? I don't believe it. Keiji and Kyutaro are lying. It's not like you to just say someone's lying without proof, so that's kind of weird. Like, normally you're very logic-based, and it seems like this is like a panic-driven argument, not necessarily because you're like in danger, but because you're afraid of being wrong. I guess you are in danger, right? Keiji's pushing to have you killed, but interesting. Okay. It's just painful to think it over anymore. Vote for So. Let's end this, Sarah. Why are you doing this? Why are you being so weird?
That's to say, So fell for Keiichi's trick. The location of the sacrifice, or any other card, he didn't know one lick about the truth. If he'd stolen my tablet when he knocked me out, maybe he could have learned my card. But I kept it on me all the time just to avoid that. Kept it tucked beneath my clothes. So didn't have a chance to do tomfoolery. He's a commoner.
His tablet, huh? Because it was broken. Do we have that item? Is this the broken tablet? No. This is our tablet. Oh, found it next passed out. Yeah, this is the broken one. This is the broken one. Okay. Got it. Cool. So we'll probably... I meant to extract that. We'll probably use that on Kyutaro here. Damn it! Damn it! So doesn't seem very persuasive at all. That's true. Yeah, it's weird.
What if it's all the loner lying, Woof? Well... I mean, we know the loner. Him not being able to refute anything is weird, Meow.
Yeah, again, we're on the same wavelength today.
Could it be he's actually accomplices with Bucket Girl and putting on an act, Meow?
I mean, yeah, it's so it's possible.
Is there any possibility that his Keymaster was sent somewhere else at some point? Kyutaro's Sage power should let him see that Keiichi's the Keymaster. Then, is that possibility zero?
Not necessarily, because his tablet was broken.
Sarah, you really didn't have tokens, right? You couldn't hand someone the sacrifice.
Please believe me.
All right. In that case, it's got to be someone with tokens who made it to the final vote, yeah? So, or Kana?
Okay. Interesting. Okay, so I think the move here is to do the tablet on Kyutaro. Use the selected item, because you're not sure you have your own tablet anymore.
Kyutaro, you're saying you had your tablet on you at all times, yes?
Yep, take a look. It's right here.
And when you woke up, where was it?
On the table in the Last Supper room. On the table?
I'd call that being off you.
I'd call that being off you. Meow. Got it, okay.
As I thought. That tablet Kyutaro had is a spare. This tablet I picked up was lying near you when you passed out.
What did you say?
I would assume this is Kyutaro's original tablet. The question is, why was it lying on the floor? So took it. It's because So took the tablet from Kyutaro.
What?
But they're locked by fingerprints, Woof.
Sure, but while near him, he could bypass that simply by pressing the fainted Kyutaro's finger to it. Alright, there we go. Just had to go feed my cat really quick, but we're back. Let's go. And so, we arrive at an outrageous truth.
What do you mean by that?
Depending on when So looked at the tablet, he might have seen through our entire strategy.
What?
The worst time would be after the fourth trade. That's when Kyutaro had the Sage, and I had the Keymaster. If he saw the tablet then, he could use Kyutaro's sage power to also know I was the Keymaster.
So, has So just been acting fooled? Acting fooled?
Shoot, you got me.
But yeah, we still don't know about this though, right? Because he might, I don't know.
Or not. Wonder if I'm acting right now. Or maybe I'm telling the truth.
So, not good. Now there's the possibility that So has the sacrifice.
Gah! So as it stands, there's no way we can vote for So. But that doesn't mean we can't just vote for Kana or Neo either.
Oh.
Well then, let's resume the discussion, guys. We'll discuss who isn't safe to vote for.
We gotta find the we gotta find the one with the least chance of having the sacrifice. So's an absolute no-go. He's the most likely to pull this kind of trick.
But between Bucket Girl and Big Sis Neo, is there any real difference, Meow?
You'd need a certain amount of tokens to take the sacrifice from Sarah in the 5th trade. Interesting. Okay. If you consider the token counts, you'll get your answer. Only Kana would have had the enough.
But I don't know the aim of the one who did the trade. What possibilities are there?
All I can think of is tokens, Meow. Bucket Girl had a lot, and Big Sis Neo only had a little, woof. So what do we do now, Meow? Yeah.
Tokens. Okay.
But I can't choose Neo or Kana, damn it!
Okay, so what is everybody's statement now? Bucket Girl had a lot of tokens. Big Sis Neo only had a little. Okay. So you're saying... Okay. Got it. Okay, so we would conflict. I mean, these two are agreeing, but I think they're the most related, so I think we go with that. Apply. Like Gin says, Neo hardly had any tokens. Surely, she couldn't have been the one to take the sacrifice from Sarah. Well, now that you mention it, right? Because she was with us when we went to go see Rearranger's body. And wasn't she in the room alone with Rearranger's body before it got taken away? And so she could have taken, or I mean Alice, I'm talking about Alice's body. She could have taken Alice's tokens. In which case, she would have enough. But why would she give away her commoner card? I'm not sure. Unless she saw us acting weird, and she wanted to take the sacrifice card from us. Maybe she's like feeling guilty about killing the fake Reiko, or like she really misses the professor. I'm not sure. It is possible, though.
Then, is Neo the one with the least likelihood?
Wait, please. This isn't right. Big Sis Neo. Least likelihood? Are you gonna kill me with such vague reasoning? Please, have another discussion.
You're right. We can't end this discussion.
You! What are you saying?
I just remembered something. There was a way anyone could get tokens. Miss Sarah, you know it too, don't you? Yeah, we do. From Alice's body. By stealing the tokens from Alice's body. Oh, that was Sarah saying that. By stealing the tokens from Alice's body. I knew you could do it.
Big Sis Neo wouldn't do such a thing, Meow.
But it's true. When I went to go check the body, the tokens were already gone. And Neo was closely inspecting the Room of Lies.
Nah, it ain't just Neo who could have done it. Couldn't any of us gotten to those tokens?
In other words, everyone has the potential to possess the sacrifice. It all ends with a game of trust. Then that last action is going to be the key. What were each of us doing at the time of the 5th trade?
As in, just before the main game started, Woof?
Hope you can find the sacrifice. We have to determine based on So, Kana, and Neo's actions at the time of the 5th trade.
I was sitting on the stairs, thinking back on everything that happened, meow.
Yeah, but there was a phone on the stairs, I believe. I was on the laptop in the winner's room the whole time. Will you believe that? Yeah, there was a phone in there too, though.
Kana wasn't really doing anything, just wandering absent-mindedly.
Did anyone see what the three were doing?
Yeah, we saw those things.
I was with Neo on the stairs for most of the time.
I was searching all by myself to see if there were any other exits, meow.
You were there most of the time. Explain.
I eventually went to check out the rubble-blocked exit. It was always the same. Hopeless situation, though. So, I don't know what Neo was doing in that time.
Okay.
The hope of escape had vanished. I couldn't even stand up. Everything I'm saying is true. Sarah, please believe me. Oh, please save me. I didn't see those three, meow. Sorry, woof.
Come to think of it, didn't tell me you found something while searching? Oh, that's right.
Meow, yeah. There was a smartphone on the stairs, woof.
What?
But it wouldn't even make calls. It was useless for escape, meow.
What? Smartphone on the stairs. I was sitting on the stairs. So, can I get more from this?
Is that useful for anything, meow?
Okay. Interesting. There was also a ring-up box right in front of me. What do you think, Miss Sarah? Yeah, it's a distraction.
If only I hadn't passed out.
Yeah, true. Kana, why aren't you speaking? Yeah, we gotta question Kana. Are you hiding something, Kana?
Huh?
Come to think of it, I feel like you were the only one I didn't see around then. Really? Where were you?
I was looking for something that I dropped.
Something she dropped? The phone? Your friendly policeman was shoving aside rubble. I didn't know a thing. Alright, so I'm assuming that the phone on the stairs is the thing that Kana dropped. Kana, was it the smartphone you lost? Oh, because it's her sister's phone! Right.
How did you know?
Sure enough. I bet it's the same smartphone I found in Kana's first trial room. Gin, tell me, where did you pick that up?
It was a ways down the stairs, meow.
How clumsy. She must have dropped it while we were all climbing the stairs, surely. That's not it. Because Neo was on the stairs. Neo would have seen it. That's not it. Think back for me. When we were climbing the stairs, So and Kana were walking in front. If she dropped the phone then, everyone would have noticed. In short, this was only dropped after we all climbed up to the exit. Kana dropped it while descending the stairs. What did she descend for? Why did you try to hide this, Kana?
Because Big Sis Sarah, There's a message on this phone, meow.
Right. That's what Kana's sister... Huh? It's a different message. Thank you. I love you, sister. Now it's Kana's turn to protect her big sister. Because that's how Kana can atone. So she's protecting her big sister, which she's referred to us that way in the past. So she sent this back, or in her mind, she's sending that back to her sister. Interesting. Oh, Kana's saying I have to protect my big sister so she took the sacrifice from us. Wow. Interesting. This.
But please give that back.
Hold on. Did you write this, Kana? But Kana's big sister is already dead. Could it be the sister in this message is... No way. Sarah. Surely not. Is that right, Kana? Your sister here is me?
Yes. I know it's strange. But to Kana, you're...
And so you wanted to save Sarah that much?
Yes.
Hey, Kana. Was it you who traded away Sarah's sacrifice? To avoid using the ring-up box in the winner's room, you returned to the 3rd floor to trade.
Hey now, you're talking like Kana's. Are you saying she took the sacrifice to protect Sarah?
That's so... It's inconceivable. No, I don't want to conceive of it. Deny it, Kana. What worthless reasoning. That's all a load of...
No. It's all correct.
You idiot! Don't say anything!
Kana did the 5th trade. She won't hide the truth anymore.
Kana! Kana did it. She really did it to protect me. She took the sacrifice for herself.
This is just the worst outcome. A self-sacrifice? Kana?
So, you caught on at some point, didn't you? That's why you were trying to move the votes toward Kana. Shut up. Since there was no other way for Kana to survive,
Please wait. Will you listen carefully to what Kana has to say? With the 5th trade, Kana switched her card and Sarah's card.
Okay. Oh, I have to extract, sorry.
Once she knew escape wasn't possible anymore, she had no idea what to do. Then she looked at the phone. Seeing her sister's words calmed her heart. And she came to despise herself for not being able to do anything. This whole time, Kana had just kept betraying. Her sister, the others, Sarah. She just had a feeling that So had sent the sacrifice to Sarah. Kana doesn't get the complicated trade talk. She can't even reason out who gave who what. Even so, she was certain of just one thing. Because Sarah is so kind, she couldn't trade the sacrifice to anyone.
Kana.
Kana. Kana! She didn't want to let Sarah die. And also, she didn't want to make So a murderer. That seemed more painful than her own death. So she traded her commoner for Sarah's sacrifice. Kana. But the card she received was a commoner.
What? 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 Hold on. What's happening? How, though? How? What?
What's going on here, Kana?
Kana doesn't understand either. She's sure she traded cards with Sarah, but it wasn't the sacrifice.
Did someone switch my tablet? But no, our fingerprint opened it, so that's not possible. Unthinkable. What is Kana saying?
It's all true. Please, believe me.
At any rate, we just have to talk about Kana's statement. What the hell? I think we're gonna leave it here for this episode. Oh my god, what the hell is happening? How is this? At this point, I'm thinking, and I'm gonna keep thinking until I record next week's episode, but how in the hell, if Kana traded with us, did she not get the sacrifice card? Unless, like, we're looking at our tablet, right? And the tablet is showing us someone else's card somehow? I don't fully understand. Interesting. Okay, interesting. Like I said, I'm gonna keep thinking about it. But thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, feel free to like, subscribe, leave me a little message. I really appreciate those when you do that. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, this is really quick, just adding on. Apparently I can't save here yet, so we're gonna finish this little dialogue and then we'll end it, so just so that we don't miss anything.
Well, maybe Kana just messed up. So, who she was trading with or something?
Some unique situation that caused the rule to just disappear? Is that possible? I wonder.
You can't trust electronics for shit. A tablet errored and the trades got messed up.
Don't tell me. I wonder if So hacked the roll cards themselves. I don't know what to believe.
I can't see through to the truth in their hearts right now. So we might just have to find the objective truth. The truth. Interesting. Okay, now for real. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.